Welcome to Marvel Maniac, an MCU after show. This is your host, Eric Cicada, aka Mr. Honest, back with you for a hype episode. We got a reveal. I'm not talking about the big actor reveal for Avengers Doomsday, which we can kind of also talk about in this episode because they kind of go hand in hand. But the real big reveal is after Avengers Doomsday, which Tom Holland is looking like he won't be in, he's going to star in a brand new movie called Spider-Man Brand New Day. This looks like the beginning of a new trilogy, and I am here for it. I think it'll even be like a Brand New Day followed by all those Avengers movies, and then he'll have two more movies in the next saga, both using the words day, I'm assuming. Interesting. I like the focus on the word home. I like the focus on the word. I feel like there's a deeper meaning behind it that maybe I can't fully or have processed yet. But I like that it is a kind of new, not home anymore, because it shows that we're moving forward into a new type of Spider-Man story. And the coolest part about it is we are seeing in real time and have seen the Spider-Man grow up before our very eyes. And that's something that no other Spider-Man project that I've seen has done so well, or has even attempted to do it. So naturally, when I saw Brand New Day, I just realized, I'm like, I started doing movie trailer episodes more often this year, and I find, and last year, and like within the last year, and then I now I'm doing reveal discussions of movie names. It's just such a big one. The MCU is in such a crazy place right now, and there's so many theories as to what this movie can even be about. We know Sadie Sink. Is that her name? Sadie Sink? Yeah, she's from Stranger Things. She's gonna be in the movie as maybe potential love interest, and I'm like, what? This girl, isn't she like 12? And then I looked up and I'm like, oh, well, I haven't seen Stranger Things in years. And oh my God, she grew up. I think she's cool. I think she was a good actress. I didn't see the last season of Stranger Things. I think she played a big part in that. In the comic books, which I'm learning about, Brand New Day is a comic from Spider-Man, and it follows the events of One More Day. And that's when Peter makes a deal with Mephisto to save Aunt May, erasing his marriage to MJ. Similar ending to No Way Home in One More Day, but completely different story. There's no Mephisto. So, like what I'm saying here is they're going to take aspects from that comic. He's going to have a new life. They may introduce Oscorp or Harry Osborn. It's kind of like a restart for Spider-Man. And his current future wife, did he marry Zendaya yet? She's still going to be in the movie in one way or another. To me, I'm hoping and I'm thinking the MCU is listening to its fans, and they are going to do it, like I said, soft reboot, but Peter is going to be single, broke, and no one knows his identity, so he's going to go do street level superhero vigilante work. This can be an era where J. Jonah Jameson lies in the very background of almost everything Spider-Man does and criticizing it and spinning it so he looks worse, making Peter have even a harder time. No spoilers for Daredevil Born Again, but I will say this show is possibly setting up a really good opportunity for Daredevil and Spider-Man to fight together in this movie. And some people say they don't want Spider-Man to have a mentor. Well, I'd almost go from maybe in the Home trilogy, they were mentors, to the Day trilogy will probably be just other superheroes he's teaming up with and not like a mentor. But you also can learn from anyone older or younger than you. And Spider-Man's a very powerful hero. He is growing up. And Daredevil is a lot older than him, so he can bestow wisdom, but they will be on the same level, I believe. They'll be friends, not mentor and apprentice. I believe they'll be friends. And I actually really think that they're going to do this movie like that, but we don't know. We don't know much. We know Sadie Sink from Stranger Things. That might not even be her name. I think that's her name. I just think that the MCU will probably differ from this comic in a lot of ways, just similar to the way No Way Home differed. And I like that because I like the MCU has to adapt to what's happening in the MCU. It needs to be connected. So this is the way they're going to do it. I'm okay with that. I don't hear comic fans complain too much about the MCU until this phase. Maybe this saga, maybe. There probably won't be a Mephisto. I don't know if they'll ever do Mephisto. It's very controversial to make a character that is literally the devil named something else, and all the Karens and all the moms just they don't want that. They don't want to fight. Disney and Marvel don't want to fight Karens about devil worshipping stuff in the freaking MCU. Maybe they'll do it in like what we call it, the Midnight Suns, and it'll be maybe the first R-rated giant team up, and we can do like a Mephisto feature or even main villain thing. That gets me excited. But Peter is in this movie. He's not doing it undoing a marriage, at least. He already undid his relationship and his relationship with everyone he knows. So he's going to be rebuilding new bonds, new friends, new stories. Street level Spidey. Spider-Man is a big part of New York, and New York is a big part of Spider-Man. So we're not going to go out of city for this one, I'm hoping. We're going to we want a movie in Manhattan revolving around Spider-Man and him being Peter Parker and then being Spider-Man fighting the streets in New York, the criminal underground. We can't underestimate that. And I think it's time for Spider-Man to get in on the fight against the underground gangs and stuff that's going on, even in just Manhattan in the MCU. So I would be so happy to see Daredevil be like that secondary like hero in the movie. Or feature would be cool, but we already got the feature. People want to see these guys fight together, not fight each other. But that would be something if they fought each other, truly. And as much as I do want that street level Spider-Man, the big catch about this movie and its release time is it comes out between the Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. So Spider-Man isn't in Doomsday. We'll find out why in Brand New Day. Predicting, mostly going to go with what everyone's saying online. So this isn't like original thought, but I mean, most of what most people say aren't original thought. I didn't create the language. Okay, this movie's going to be like Ant-Man and the Wasp. It came out after Infinity War. Half the world was snapped. We were traumatized. How are we going to fit in a cheeky Ant-Man and the Wasp film in there? Well, we have it take place literally a month before the events of Infinity War. And then at the end of the movie, they're affected and brought into the main story. So they could definitely do that with Spider-Man here. We don't know anything about what all the other Avengers will be doing or how they're grouped up at that time. My guess is Spider-Man gets really wrapped up in this movie. He probably has a huge achievement, saves the whole city or something, and then only to be ripped into the moment that Doctor Doom wins, most likely, in Avengers Doomsday, connecting and showing what happened to Peter also. I don't know. See, I'm not writing this movie. I'm just trying to speculate a little bit of like, okay, they're saving the big moment for him to look like RDJ, and I think Peter will even be like, he doesn't remember me because of the spell. But there's going to be a moment where he realizes this isn't his Tony Stark. This is an evil man. And I think that's going to be him like murdering another Avenger in front of Peter. I don't know why I'm thinking so dark. Oh, yeah, maybe because in original drafts of Avengers Endgame, they were going to have Thanos come from the future. He had conquered the 2014 Avengers, and they throw Cap's head from 2014 towards them. How traumatized would that have made Cap and everyone else even? That would mess me up. So there's room for a little bit of grotesque. But I do like the street level Spidey, whether or not he is known or not known. I just think the curse will break at one point, and maybe it'll even break because of love, not because of Doctor Strange. Maybe MJ will just come to remember everything, and like she keeps getting this like feeling that she's missing someone or missing something, and what's missing. Like I would imagine if I'm in love and dating someone and suddenly forgot them, It's a good place to wonder, where did all that space that they left in your heart go? If you kind of snap that away, it's still in you and it's still there, and maybe true love can break the spell. Even I want a fairy tale ending, guys. I think it's going to be a doom ending. I think it's going to be a big win for Spidey. He did it. And then a horrible ending that leads into a trial tribulation type thing. Maybe like the other two Spider-Men, Peter and Andrew, will like pop in through a portal like in the Spider-Verse and be like, look, man, we need your help. This is going on everywhere. The multiverse is in danger. And let's go. I'll take us all Spider. And then the movie ends with them going on a little adventure that we could see. I don't know. I hope that happens somehow. I really want them in both movies. And, I saw someone even suggest make Secret Wars 2 movies, and I agree, because you should have an Avengers trilogy each saga, multiverse saga. We need 3 Avenger movies. Make Secret Wars what it's meant to be in the comics. Apparently, there's months that go by, maybe years, and really build on that. People will come to see Avengers movies. If Doomsday doesn't suck, make it good, and then everyone will be okay with this Secret Wars Part 2. And that could be like early 2027. All right, guys, I'm making this for you. It's making it easy on you. Okay? You can do this. I don't really have an opinion on the comics either, and how much they'll go by them. I kind of, and I wonder if other people do. But my total gut feeling is they're gonna take certain aspects like they did in the last movie, but they're gonna make them work for the story that they really want to tell, which is an original story. I don't mean to be repeating myself. I'm kind of like telling myself this. I'm trying to like get ready for all this Marvel action. I mean, I keep waiting for a pushback on Doomsday, and it don't look like it's happening. They're full speed ahead. They must be really freaking confident with this story. I'm so excited. Let's talk about the future. So where does this lead? Which we I skipped. I might skip this. I just talked about could this tie into Daredevil, Kingpin, Echo, or a street level saga? Again, like that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping he teams up with those street level heroes, and they get to be in Brand New Day. I like it. I like that a lot. So he might not show up in the Avengers Doomsday, but he will show up, and that's all that matters. He's a huge character, just like Doctor Strange. No need to worry. Just know we're gonna see him, and it's gonna be a good story. I trust these. I trust the Russos. I trust the McFeelys. I trust Kevin Feige. I am curious though if like they can get Peter down to like a Young Avengers. I feel like it'd have to be on the big screen opposed to Disney Plus. But what if they did? They made a deal to make it for Disney Plus. The Young Avengers. I'm wondering if and when they'll bring Miles Morales into the movie. I predict by the way that they're gonna bring animated Miles Morales into Secret Wars, because I saw a title of an article that said so. So I'll take it with a grain of salt. Okay, these are all rumors, but it could be the first Miles Morales in the MCU. He's not really in it yet, but technically he could be. And will Peter join any group? Will he be fighting his own all through Secret Wars, kind of being the guy with a different perspective of the whole thing, making new friends along the way, but not teaming up with his universe as much? It sounds like full chaos, and I hope they can control the chaos. I want to see Thanos again. That is a given. I need to see Thanos. Maybe he'll be the villain of this movie, and then, or what if good guy Thanos shows up, like from What If? I'm just dreaming now at this point. But yeah, I'm very interested in seeing where Peter's story will go, how he'll act, how he'll feel after a certain amount of time of being, in quotes, alone. I have a feeling Peter's probably built a few connections by his own. He's pretty charismatic. Either way, whatever goes down, I'm really hyped for this movie. I'm so excited. Spider-Man movies are an experience in the theater. I was talking about this last week. This is actually the third Spider-Man episode we've made 3 weeks in a row. And that is because when you have Spider-Man on your mind, you're dreaming about him and you want to be him, which is why I play the game. I might discuss the games on here at one point because they're so good. What do you think? MarvelManiacPod@gmail.com. We would love to hear your input. What do you think of this brand new day Spider-Man? Do you think it's going to slay at the box office, or is it going to be a bummer? I think it's going to be good. Got a good feeling about it, but I'm a very optimistic person. I am a very optimistic person, and I could be wrong. I'm never guaranteeing you a love for this movie. You might hate it, but I hope you don't. I hope it's one of those, like, we can all kind of agree it's one of the great movies. And, oh yeah, Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, that's when Marvel is turning it back around. I see it, I hear it, I feel it. So hype is like maybe even like an understatement. I want kind of like a gritty and lighthearted tone. I want the lightheartedness of Peter Parker, but I want it to sink a little bit to street level griminess. I don't know if griminess is the right word, but like I just want I don't want the movie to like take itself too seriously just because he's going through a completely new life. I think it could still have that, lightness that the other Spider-Man movies do, despite the craziness that's going on around them. I hope they pull that off because I really like that about this Spider-Man. This movie would be a 10 out of 10 for me if it does everything I would predict it today, or if it just blows my expectations out of the water. 10 out of 10. Honestly, what do you think? What does Brand New Day mean? Multiple meanings, like Homecoming. He was coming home to the MCU, but he was also going to his homecoming dance, or wasn't the night of To Save the World. It's very interesting, and I'm very, very excited to see how this will play out. We are not far away from this movie, as well as Doomsday, and holy moly. I predict Tom Holland Spider-Man stays around a while, and he did make statements. I was saying in another episode, him and MJ, and him and Zendaya, when they have a baby and they're married, which I don't know if they're married yet. I feel like they're not. I think that it's a simple Google search, and I'm not doing it. Isn't that funny? I hope they do all the Spider-Man we could do with him before he kind of disappears from the spotlight. With much respect and love from the fans. Don't start this trilogy. Tom Holland did not finish it. We need you. We need you, man. You're our only hope. Something that's got me thinking that it is a ground level movie taking place before the events of the creation of Battleworld, which is the predicted ending for Doomsday, but nobody said that has to be it. Nobody said that that's actually it. It's just assumed. So anything can happen. Maybe Battleworld won't be made. Maybe it'll just be the Void. Maybe it won't be Battleworld. Maybe it'll just be Earth, and all the other universes are left over, are dead, or about to die. And maybe, anything can happen. But Sadie Sink and Spider-Man, I don't know who she's going to be. She looks like the perfect casting for an MJ. Is it just going to be another universe's MJ? Or is she going to play more of like a Black Cat superhero role? I mean, just because she's a redhead doesn't mean she has to play MJ. But she's a good actress. I'm excited to see her in the movie. I'm pumped up to see what they do. They might bring in Mr. Negative. If you played Spider-Man 1 video game, I'd recommend all the Spider-Man games if you haven't played them. Do you want to soar through the city and feel like you're unstoppable? You're going to play those games. You're going to thank me later. They're so fun. I'm not going to overdo it today. I think that I went through a lot of what I want to happen. I don't want to just keep coming around and looping over the same thing. I know I already did that a couple times. I might even already said this already. But I'm so excited. So excited for the movie and the future, the next few years of Marvel. I'm so pumped to be here with you guys for it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hanging out. I always appreciate you guys. Patreon.com/MarvelManiac. I want to build our community on there. I want to keep making miniature episodes that are going to be mostly fun, sometimes interesting, maybe theories sometimes. It's going to grow as we grow, and I would love to see you over at patreon.com/MarvelManiac. If you'd just like to donate to the show, there is a tip jar at the bottom of the description in this episode. Never expected, always appreciated, and it just goes to keep the show going and keeping the lights on and all that good stuff. You have yourself a fantastic weekend, and until this next Tuesday for Daredevil Episode 8. And before you go, don't forget to share with a friend, Give the show thumbs up, stars, wherever you're listening. It goes the longest way, and I've noticed we've been getting a little bit more listeners on certain days. Thank you for listening again. It means the whole world. I love making these episodes, and I love that you listen to them. Anyone, even if it's just a few of you, it means a lot that you listen. Thank you. Follow us on all your social medias at MarvelManiacPod on most sites. We are there. We are posting clips from the show. And if you have any ideas, MarvelManiacPod@gmail.com. Until Tuesday, when we cover Daredevil Born Again Episode 8, Avengers, disassemble.